Hello YouTube and good evening. I'm in downtown Dayton. I'm not focusing on anything for downtown Dayton for this video, but I want to talk about something that, I do, people like EconCat88 do, what private citizens do, in regards to our blogs or our YouTube pages, our Facebook pages, or Twitter accounts. What impact do you view that social media has on your life? And do you think people view it as a bigger threat now? And obviously now, with the prevalence of the internet, 20 or 30 years ago, you post a video, of course 20 or 30 years ago you didn't really have the ability to reach a large audience with the video. Sometimes you get people that'll react, very negatively to a video. And, I found that during my time that I ventured into the type of videos I've been making for about the last year, people generally, when they attack a video of mine or like EconCat88's, they only attack when they view that content as a threat to them. Like, oftentimes I've noticed, they'll often, bash or defend you. They'll often bash you on one video, but they never really show up on your other videos. There was an article in the New York Times about some of the spring break destinations in Florida and in South Carolina about how they're trying to curtail certain events and behaviors because they feel that social media is flaring some of these behaviors, or they're encouraging some of these behaviors like drinking and unruly parties. I'm gonna post an article to that New York Times article if I can. But and also here in my area, Dayton, Ohio, just south of here in Middletown, which is about 25 miles southwest of Dayton, there was a high school student at a school down there that captured a video of a fight in progress, and the school resource officer kind of jumped into it to break it up as well, the school resource security officer, to break it up. And now the superintendent of the school district is saying, yeah, we need to look at how we use social media and what's allowed by students, because they say all the situation makes it worse than it is. Well, for one thing, my message to this superintendent, and I hope to the rest of you and to the people in Middletown, is do not allow yourself to be bullied by people who want to try and censor you on social media, or that say, oh, you can't post this or you can't post that or whatever. That's bullcrap, because when you look at that recent police shooting in South Carolina, it was captured by a regular citizen like myself or EconCat88, or like that person, or like that teenager in Middletown that captured what they did on video of that fight with the school resource officer. And if it wasn't for that, and if it wasn't for that person, or if it wasn't for people like me and EconCat88 and other people that are just private citizens who post our videos, chances are that police officer would be getting off scot-free, when he shot that man in cold blood and shot him, however many times it was, 6 to 8, times. And while I hope I never have to film anything like that, of that nature, for my YouTube page, I am not afraid to whip out my camera if I see, that kind of injustice, whether it's by a police officer versus a regular person, or just something else in general, that's tragedy and abuse, because there was no excuse for that person to have been shot that many times while they were running away, and they killed the officer in cold blood. So I just wanted to and I do welcome all civilized comments as well as disagreements. So let's hear what you guys have to say. What impact do you feel that social media has on your life and how you view things in the world in general? And do you think people, would have reacted differently 20 or 30 years ago to a video? Obviously, when a video wasn't able to have the same reach of impact that it does now, with YouTube and Facebook and Twitter being out there, for consumption. Now, and I do feel like in general, citizens posting content on social media, it's something that's going to continue to pick up, traction, because people do view this as a threat, to their interest, whatever that may be, and it's not something that's going to be going away anytime soon, as the internet's only just going to continue to grow more and more. And I think, as people like myself and EconCat88, I think as people learn to discover and search their cities on YouTube, they'll learn that the impact that this can have on a community is significant, and it does make a difference. But anyway, that's it for this one, YouTube. So let me know what you guys think.